So Tesla reported earnings yesterday, or rather Wednesday after the bell. Yesterday they fell about 10%. How come?
Yeah, I mean, the net income was down nearly 25% from a year ago, clearly an issue. And, I think that, a big problem that Tesla has been having is all of these price cuts hurting margins. And it does beg the question, as you guys were talking before the break, how many times does Tesla need to slash prices to stimulate demand? May not be the worst decision in the world to do this in order to continue generating solid revenue, but it begs the question of what kind of valuation do you want to put on a company that is rapidly becoming just like every other automaker out there?
Yeah, and that's the question that I get to is the two defining things of Tesla for the last decade have been we're growing faster than anyone else, and in the last year and a half now, our margins are double to triple anyone else. If both of those things aren't in place, then aren't you basically just buying this magical idea that they're going to make trillions of dollars off of products that aren't in existence already?
Yeah, I think that is a fantastic point. I mean, it really gets to the issue of, is Tesla a company that deserves a tech stock type valuation when bottom line it is just a car company? And we're at a point right now where they may not be a car company that's that different from everyone else, because to give Elon Musk credit, this is a market that now is legitimate. It's not, I think, a niche market anymore. And that's the reason why the GMs and Volkswagens and Toyotas of the world are all trying to eat Tesla's lunch. And that's going to be, I think, a problem for Tesla investors. It doesn't mean that Tesla goes away, that Tesla is a bad company per se. It's just not a stock that probably deserves this valuation, especially when, since we've discussed on this show a lot of times, Elon can be a bit distracted with other things like SpaceX and Twitter and the numerous other companies that he runs, and doesn't have that much help at Tesla because there's been a continued brain drain at that company.
The other piece that is interesting to me is we're now really entering into a period where Tesla actually has to compete for buyers of truly similar products, because they were pretty much the only game in town on the EV side, aside from a few niche models for the last couple of years. Are they going to be able to successfully compete when everyone else is making similar products? And that's an open question, in my opinion. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there are obviously many EV options out there from major auto manufacturers. The Tesla fans, will claim that, the Model X and the Model S, the Model 3, et cetera, are superior versions, but I'm not sure there's enough to differentiate those vehicles from the litany of other electric cars and trucks that are out there that mainstream buyers might be okay with. And that then begs the question of, does Tesla need to do more things like its Cybertruck, which that's something that no other auto company has. But there might be a reason for that, because the Cybertruck might be just a little bit too sci-fi and weird for an average audience, an average driver. And, it does beg the question of, is this a vanity project of Musk that Tesla's wasting money on? And it gets back to the other question of, who's at Tesla to say no to Elon? I'm not sure there is anyone.
Paul, we appreciate you joining us today. Have a great weekend, and we will catch up with you soon.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
That is Paul LaMonica talking about Tesla.